Group 4. Okay, now group 4 is Muhammad Arshad and Muhammad Farhan Akmal. Are you guys here? Ada ya? Okay, now this one. Okay, so first my comment is that I want to comment on actually the World Health Organization. Okay, there are several here. This is one. This is two. There is three here. So in this paragraph, there is three. Okay, so basically, if the source is for the whole of the paragraph or most of the paragraph is from one source, one documents or one website, whatever it is, you should only put it once. Put it at the end of this. But my recommendation, the first one, okay, this one is, I think this is correct. Okay, the first one is correct. So meaning that you say that by the World Health Organization, WHO. Okay, this one no need to put the citation first, just because you say that this is declared a global pandemic by the World Health Organizations, WHO. Okay, organization, I think there's no S here. Organization, there's no S here. Okay, WHO, this is correct. Okay, now, at the end of this paragraph, before the full stop here, put in the citation. So no need to put in like 2 or 3 citations in the same paragraph, because all of these are from the same source. So put at this here at the end here. Okay, and for the reference, see this one. Okay, put in WHO. Just put in WHO. So the first part, the first time you find this World Health Organization, you type manually. Okay, similar to what you have done just now. So here, rather than write in World Health Organization, just type in WHO. WHO. So that would be a better option for you. Okay. Okay, so you can refer to how to actually cite abbreviation based on in my slides. Okay, I think there is in my slides there is this table showing that if you put in organization, there is short form WHO, UNESCO, and so on. How do you actually cite? Okay, that is number one. Okay, number two. Okay, here there's no citation here. There's no citation here at all. Okay, so you talk about all this MCO, EMCO, and whatever it is. Definitely you take this from somewhere, so you need to cite. Okay, there's no citation here. This one also. Okay, so here actually there are two things. Again, we do not talk about the proposed system. Okay, do not discuss about the proposed system here. Okay, the place is not suitable. You can discuss this elsewhere. Okay, nevertheless, if let's say that this is not about your proposed system, there's no citation here, because there's a lot of information about Dr. Ibrahim, Datuk Sri Dr. Adham Baba Ibrahim pula. Okay, and you have 2908 cases and so on. Definitely you read this from somewhere, so there must be a citation. Here, there's no citation here. There's no current system based on paper based. Let's say that assume that you need some citation about people, there is a book and so on. Here, do not discuss the proposed project in the project background. Okay, this is so the proposed system is what? No, we don't talk about proposed system even one sentence in the project background. Okay, problem statement, there's no citation at all. So it is good if you can find some citation to support this. Although may not be all the problems that you can find, but I'm sure that you can find some citation to justify, say that this is actually a problem. Okay, now this is for group 4. Any question group 4? Is it clear, my explanation to you? Okay, so hopefully that you can learn from these mistakes, because we can only get smarter if we admit the mistakes and we try to improve. Okay, now let us move on to group number 5. Okay, group number 5 is Fairuz Nadira and Siti Nur Shakira. Are you guys here? Ada eh? Okay. Now you guys. Okay, now here it's not really a mistake. Okay, now here there is two mistakes. First and foremost, according to, you see, this is what we call a parenthetical citation. So you are using a narrative. So according to, so this one should be part of the sentence. So if you are using narrative, okay, it should be like the comment here. See, it should be something like this. The bracket is here, according to World Health Organization, bracket 2021. Okay, now you are putting in this like this one. So basically, to write something like this, you should do it manually. You cannot insert using this Microsoft Word. You cannot insert. Okay, you can only insert. Yes, it will become like this. This is what we call a parenthetical citation. So it's in the notes. Okay, but it cannot be used as part of the sentence. Okay, this is what we call a narrative. When it is part of the sentence, it is narrative. That is number 1. Okay, number 2, you can actually, it's not wrong for you to use not dated, but actually it's dated. Because if you go to the website, you scroll at the bottom until the bottom of the page, you will notice there is a copyright. Not all pages have copyright, but for this WHO, because I actually opened the actual page that you actually refer to, there is a copyright 2021, meaning that they say that when there is a copyright 2021, they acknowledge that this is actually valid based on 2021. So basically, when there is a copyright, the year of the copyright, so you will, it's better to write this as 2021 rather than there's no date. Okay, if there is a copyright, so what is the year of the copyright? Use that year of the copyright. If you are not sure of when this information has been updated. Okay, so that is the first part. Okay, now the second part, okay, similar, sour, as sour, this is also not dated, but when I look into that particular web page, there is a copyright 2021. So it is better for you to put this as 2021. Okay, so when you go to the this one, let's say reference, manage sources, see, this is our, see, there's no year here. So when you do not put in the year here, it will come up as ND. ND is not dated, no date. No date. Okay, so if you put in the year here 2021, so it will come up 21. If you do not put anything, it will come up N.D. Please put in 2021. Unless there's no copyright, there's no information on what is the year, you may choose not to put anything. Or sometimes some people, they put in, still they put, okay, now I'm retrieving this in 2021, so I put in 2021. So that is also not wrong. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, so here, now you start off, there is, that helps MOH. What is MOH? What is MOH? You have not explained what is MOH. MOH is abbreviation, but we know that this is Ministry of Health. So you need to put in Ministry of Health. For the first occurrence, the first time, in this text, this one, right? So you need to write in something like this. Ministry of Health, bracket, MOH. That is the first time. So, but later on, within the same document, if there is like another MOH here, just write MOH. So the second one is correct. But the first one, this one, you should write Ministry of Health, bracket, MOH. Okay? So this is how you want to write this properly. Okay, however, this is citation, but again, my comment on this whole paragraph, this paragraph, you tell the story about the proposed application that you want to develop. So my comment is that do not discuss what your proposed project, how it can benefit, its benefits, whatever it is related to the proposed project here. Do not. Okay, you can, if you want to tell the story of a project, what you can tell is that a project, other projects that is similar to the ones that you want to develop. So meaning that existing projects that exist similar to yours. So that is, yes, you can put that in. Or perhaps in the project background, you can put in, if your project is like fasa 2 or phase 2, there is a phase 1, you can tell the story about phase 1. Previously, what you have done. And this is continuous from phase 1. Now this is phase 2. So if that is the case, you can tell the story about phase 1. But if this is completely a new project, you cannot even mention about this project here. So sometimes even lecturers make these mistakes. So don't worry too much. Oh, I made this mistake. Even lecturers make this mistake because not everyone knows how to write. So I'm teaching you the correct way of writing this. Okay. Okay, let me scroll. This is the introduction just now. Okay, so the first one I think is acceptable. Okay, the first one, see, when I have no comments, then it's okay. Perhaps I do not comment about grammar mistakes. So see, there are grammar mistakes, but I do not comment on grammar mistakes today. Okay, just focusing on the citation and the suitability of content. Okay, here, the whole of this, there's no citation. There's no citation. You tell about tracker application, scanning QR code. There's no citation here. Okay, this part, okay, do not discuss your proposed project. Okay, this is not the place to do so. Okay, you cannot have that. Should not have that. Okay, for the problem statement, there's no citation, and it is good if you can find some citation to support the problem, to say that yes, this problem has been acknowledged, that there is a problem, and this problem is such as what you have mentioned here. Okay, this is group number 5. Okay, any question group number 5? Okay, boleh faham ya? Okay, bagus. Okay, now group number 6. Okay, group number 6, Muhammad Hafizul Khairi and Muhammad Uzair. Ada ya? Both are here? Okay. So Okay, my comment here, the first one. Okay, now you are using a direct quote. Okay, now here I see that there is a valid way of using direct quote, because this is like a definition. You see, this part is like a definition. So something like definition, health is what. Perhaps yes, you want to put in as direct quote. Okay, that is acceptable. So the use of here this direct quote is acceptable. So this is fine. Okay, but there is a few mistakes here. First, you see that this is italic. This is italic. You cannot put in italic. So direct quote, there's no italic. You cannot italize this one. No italic. Okay, there's italic is not for direct quote. So there should not be any italic. Okay, secondly, you see, there is a full stop. In the actually direct quote, there should not be a full stop. So meaning that if this is one sentence, see, this is one sentence, this should be health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. No full stop. No full stop. Infirmity, close quote, Feldman, 2020, full stop. So meaning that the full stop is here, but in the direct quote itself, if this is one sentence, you do not put in this one. Okay, this one, there's no full stop here. Okay, if for example, in this direct quote, there are two sentences. So the first sentence, there is a full stop, but the second sentence, there's no full stop, because at the end of the direct quote, meaning that it's just infirmity, close quote, the bracket, and full stop. Okay, so this is if you are using direct quote. Okay, but here there is a mistake. If you are using a direct quote, okay, if you are using a direct quote, then you should actually have a page number. You need to have a page number, Feldman, page number P dot something, page number of if there is no page number, perhaps you take this from a website, you need to put in the section, the name of the section, and also what is the paragraph number. Okay, now if you look into the references here, where is Feldman? This one. Okay, let me edit this one. Oops, sorry. Okay, so basically, this is okay. So normally when you actually do a direct quote, okay, a quote, okay, so basically sometimes you have to choose whether you need to write this manually. You need to write this manually. So yeah, because sometimes the page number paragraph we do not include in the, we cannot include in the management of the source. So you need to put in directly. So if you want to do this direct quote, you have to type this manually. Okay. Okay. This one. This is mistake. See, David J. Chenimo, if I am pronouncing correctly, is just Chenimo. Okay, David J. David is actually the first name. You only need to have Chenimo. Okay, so the mistake is here. You see the author name. These are all okay. Now this is not the name. This is like it's not a type. This is qualification, because if you are a doctor, sometimes there is MD. MD meaning that you are a medical doctor. These are all the things that you do not include. So actually, the author name should be Chenimo, David J semicolon. Chenimo, comma, David J semicolon. Or if this is semicolon, if you have another author. But if it is just one author, Chenimo, comma, David J. Okay, so it will later on display Chenimo only. So this is incorrect use of this one. Okay. Okay, similarly, there is actually a direct code. If you are to choose to use direct code, similarly to my comment just now, first, you cannot italize, you cannot use italic font. Okay, here you see there's no full stop here. This is correct. This is correct, no full stop. But in terms of the name of the author, you need to have author name, comma, page number, no page number, section name, or end paragraph, comma, the year of publication. So it's missing this one. Okay, the project background, there's no citation here. There's no, currently there is several progression, blah, blah, blah. Okay, where is the citation? You need citation here. Okay, now here, this one, you can see that this is what we call, I call it nested citation. You see, now, according to the statistic, technology and telecommunication in 2020, okay, 93.96% people are using smartphone. Okay, this is Nur Hayati Wolf 2020. Okay, so basically, you cite Nur Hayati Wolf, but you say that this is according to technology and telecommunications. I don't know, is that an organization? So basically, what you can do is either to say that, just say 93.96% people are using smartphone without mentioning this according to the statistic, blah blah blah. Just mention that. Or you can go directly to the original statistic. So go to the technology and telecommunication. If there is a publication related, look for information such as that. Okay, but do not have according to A, people are using smartphone, side B. So meaning that this is like B says, A says. So we don't want something like that. That is number one. Okay, now this one, the citation here, okay, Nur Hayati dash Wolf Hanadian. So I think Nur Hayati is never a surname. This is like city. Okay, never a surname. So not sure of what is the author name, but definitely I do not think this is correct. Because Nur Hayati dash Wolf, okay, Nur Hayati is a woman's name. A woman's name cannot be a surname. So that is fact. Okay, this is like a Malay name. Maybe he got married with like someone, not sure, but I think this is incorrect. So you need to go into the document itself to see what is the actual surname, what is the given name. Okay, but I do not think this is correct. Okay. Okay, similar for the problem statement, there's no citation. So my advice is that try to find some citation to support the claim that this is the problem. It's hard to identify the COVID-19 chain of infection. Okay, it's hard. Who says it's hard? Where is the document that says that it is difficult? So put in the citation here. So you can, I'm sure that you can find suitable citation to support this, because it's like we know that this is true, but definitely we know from somewhere. So where is this somewhere? Put in the citation here. Okay. So now group number 6. Any question? Okay, boleh ya? Okay, thank you. Okay, let us go to group number 7. Okay, group number 7. Siapa ya? Aizul Akmal and Muhammad Aidil. Okay. Ada ke? Aizul okay. Okay, now my first comment is that again here nampak after concern, this one concern, there is a full stop here, and then Wikipedia 2020. Okay, this full stop should be here after this bracket. Wikipedia 2020 should be here. Okay, so not here. Salah ni this is wrong. This should be here at the cursor. Mana cursor? Here, should be here. Okay, okay, that is number 1. Okay, number 2, when you actually refer to Wikipedia, okay, first and foremost, Wikipedia is not, I do not advise students using Wikipedia, because Wikipedia is actually everyone can edit on Wikipedia. It's like a sharing thing. You can add things. Sometimes when you add, the information can be correct, can be not correct. So we always advise students try to look elsewhere rather than Wikipedia. Okay, but if for example now, because you are using Wikipedia, okay, Wikipedia, you do not cite like this. You do not cite Wikipedia 2020, but this is like a special Wikipedia. Wikipedia is not the author. It's more of like a centralized repository for people to put in their things. Okay, Wikipedia does not say this, but Wikipedia is just a place where people share. For example, let's say if someone posts something on Facebook saying that, okay, this, it is not Facebook that says this, but the one that posts. Okay, so basically you cannot say that Wikipedia, Facebook says. Facebook did not say anything. Facebook is just a place where people gather and people send messages, similar to Wikipedia. So when you have this Wikipedia, okay, I just give you the standard format. Now for article, you should put in this format. Okay, bracket the title of the article on Wikipedia. So what is the title of the article? Put in the double quote, comma, year. So year is that if you know that when is this article published to Wikipedia, you put in the year. Or if you do not, put in, just leave it there, but this will appear n.d. no date. Okay, so if you take anything from Wikipedia, you don't put Wikipedia. Okay, it's more of title of the article on Wikipedia. Okay, now this one, okay, the mistake is similar. The full stop should not be here, but full stop should move to after. Okay, move after. Okay, now this one, similar comment. Okay, Wikipedia. Similar comment, but definitely this is perhaps a different article on Wikipedia. So how you cite the title of article in double quote, comma, the year. Okay, the year of that article has been published on Wikipedia. Okay, this one also Wikipedia. Perhaps this is the title. Okay, this one, impact on the COVID-19 pandemic on education. Yes, so almost correct, but not quite, because you have this one, and you need to have a double quote. Okay, and the placement is also, see the full stop should be moved to the end after this one. Okay, project background. Okay, now if you are referring to an application, okay, application, for example, let's say you find an application on App Store or whatever, or whatever it is, the name of the application. So basically, how you cite is the company name and the year. For example, let's say that there is an application from Microsoft. So how you cite is Microsoft, comma, the year. Okay, so the year is that try to look when is the information, because you actually find information from the application itself. So what is the information year? So if you are not sure, try to look for when is the software application is last updated, or the copyright year. So if the copyright is 2020, so put in 2020. Or if it is 2021, put in 2021. Okay, so this is should be the name of the company, the name of the company that that produces that particular application. For example, you are referring to TikTok, TikTok. Okay, there is an apps. Now about the app, so information is on the some info on the TikTok app itself. So try to find who actually, what company produces TikTok, who owns TikTok. So put in the company name. Okay. So this is similar to all these things. This I think this is related to software name and so on. So if that is the case, okay. And of course the full stop. So you need to correct all the full stops at the end. Now similar problem, the full stop, wrong place. See here, wrong place, should not be here, should be here. Okay. Okay, now for the problem statement, similar to the previous comments, you don't have any citation here. Try to look for citation, suitable citation to actually to justify, to support this is the problem. Okay, sometimes, okay, in other writings, in thesis, you are allowed not to put the citation here. There's no citation here on, but there is a condition that the problem, okay, this problem statement has been explained in the introduction or the background, meaning that you have explained with citation in the introduction or in the background. So if you have done that in the problem statement, no need to put in citation anymore. But if you haven't actually touched about the problem here, so see introduction, there's no mention of the problem. The project background, there's no mention of the problem, but suddenly you mention this problem, so suddenly out of thin air, so this is not a proper thing. Okay, so you need to put citation here. But if you have mentioned previously, let's say in the project background, you say that one of the problems is is difficult to do it manually and so on. Okay, you mention this one here, somehow you mention this here, then when you go into the problem statement, then I would say do not mention it again. Do not mention it again. Okay. So basically, because this is a proposal, but in literature review in chapter 2, so I will actually later on, I will actually guide you on how to write it, chapter 2. So where is the, because you want to mention all this problem and so on, so how do you write that? Okay, with citation. Okay, now this is actually group number 7. Any question on group number 7? Okay, okay. Okay, thank you very much.